This is the real Cartagena. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Cartagena. Now I know you're thinking, wait, this is Cartagena? Where are all the colorful buildings, the Instagrammable places? Well, I'm somewhere different. I'm taking a tour today with Damer, who runs an agency called Cheap and Safe Cartagena, which is exactly what I want. It's also because he runs a tour called The Real Cartagena, and that's what I want to see. He takes you places that they don't show you. He lives outside the core, outside the tourist area, and so he takes you to the places that he knows. I can't wait for today. I think this is going to be really great. First stop on this tour is Chinatown, but actually it's been a long time since any Chinese lived here. We're just outside the core, the tourist core, and most of the people who live here are of African descent. They're Afro-Colombian. This community has really become vocal in the last few years about getting more infrastructure, more support, so that not all of the funding from the city was going to the tourist areas and the growing areas that were gentrifying, but also the people who just live here and want the community to stay the same. We're going to see a lot of murals in this town, and it depicts a lot of the history. So this is an important one because it was after the end of slavery where people could actually celebrate their culture through music and dance. Before that, they weren't allowed to. They actually needed to hide it in their homes. I'm with his family here. They're from North Carolina. They're so sweet. It's actually really nice to be on a tour with other people. Here you can see in this neighborhood, you still have a lot of wooden houses. These people are so nice. There are people behind me saying, hey, pose for the camera. Telling them to get out and take people can take a picture. And you can see up here, there are a number of foundations and they're all working together for the rights of the Afro-Colombian in this neighborhood, but also in the city. Next up on our walk, we are still in Chinatown, just a little bit down the street, but to see a very important mural. This is of Bencos Viejo, and he was a man who did not want to be a slave, but he knew a lot about the stars, and so he went into the jungle because the Spanish didn't know the jungle, and he helped other Afro-Colombians and slaves escape by putting the map to where he was in the braids. So a very important figure that a lot of people don't talk about. Maybe one of the most interesting murals because they tell you the story. You'll find it right here. Right now the music is so loud. This is champeta, so a very traditional music from here. It has African descent, but the people here did not know the language. They liked the music, they liked the rhythm, but they didn't know the language. So champeta was born by this music, this rhythm, by using Spanish words. And you'll find it right here on a Sunday afternoon. This is very typical. You'll find speakers, loud music, families just sitting on the street, enjoying the day. They take Sunday and Monday off. In this market, you'll find most of the vendors are African descent, Afro-Colombian, and I'm really hoping there's going to be some food to try because in Ecuador, the best food is Afro-Ecuadorian, and I'm pretty sure it's the same with Colombia. This is mojarra de tilapia. We are eating lunch at the Basurto market. Oh my goodness, guys. So we've got seafood rice, arroz de marisco. This is a cazuela of seafood. But the most interesting thing, they've got some meat here. They've got gallina, which is a hen. This right here, this is turtle. I asked them about it, if it was endangered. They said no. I don't know if that's true. But we're gonna have lunch here and I'm very excited. This is exactly what I wanted to experience here, and you really need to do this on tour. They were so nice. All right, now Sunday is the day to come to the market. This is when it's the busiest, lots of people are here. here. For lunch, you can expect to pay between 30 and 40,000 Colombian pesos, but you'll get a lot of different things. They have cazuela de marisco, they've got different kinds of meat, they've got chicken. There's something for everyone, and I got something very unusual, and it is tortuga, or turtle. Now, they assured me that this is not endangered. It's actually a river turtle. I've never had turtle before, so this is going to be interesting. It comes with, you can choose either coconut rice or arroz florita. You can also have it with a potato salad that's in beet juice and this crazy looking banana. When bananas start to go bad, they actually put it in cola roman, which is a very typical cola from here. I've never had it, but it preserves it and gives it this funky color. Guys, this is just like eating fish. So good. It has the texture of firm flesh fish. You would never know. And then it's just in this nice stew. It's actually really tasty. I'm here with Damer.
When I come to Basurto Market, I usually eat turtle.
Damer's also eating turtle. It's his favorite. He said that's what he wants to eat here. I do recommend coming with a tour here though, because when you come in, they know the people, you can take pictures. Everyone is very nice. The ladies where we got lunch actually were showing us everything, allowed us to try some things, and now we're having lunch. It's just a really great time. You don't have to worry. You're supporting the local community. So Basurto Market was amazing. Definitely my highlight of Cartagena. I would have never known about it. To be honest, I travel in markets all over the world, but you definitely need a guide for this market. You can't just walk around. You need to speak a little bit of Spanish if you do, because you have to ask people in advance if you can take their photo, video. Some people will say yes, other people want to give them a gaseosa, which means you need to give them a tip for that because you're getting something out of it. You're getting the photo, you're getting the video, so they need to get something out of it too. Only half an hour in and I am loving this tour. I'm seeing a completely different side of Cartagena. All right, so this is Shakira's foundation that we've just stopped at, and she actually built a high school here. And then is university free or paid? You need to pay. So you have like a government one and then like a public and a private. I was hoping to fly my drone, but there's the airport right there. That's how good this view is, but it means no drone. But I actually don't need it because you can see almost everything from this viewpoint. This is Cartagena, all of it. All of the neighborhoods, everything is here.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons, actually the biggest reason I wanted to take a tour with Damer was not simply because he shows you the other side of Cartagena, the real Cartagena, but also because this initiative, this tourism, it funds his foundation called the HIT Foundation, and he really believes that you can change children's lives through education and sport. And so we're going up to the top here where he has explained a lot of people here actually live illegally, either they're Colombian or they're Venezuelan. It's very controversial because this land is prized. It's prime land. They want to build an eco park. They probably want to build condos and things. It would be very expensive because it's at the top, prime land for the city. But the people were here first. And so La Maria, this neighborhood, continues to be called dangerous. But a lot of people here actually have come away. They have degrees, they're educated, they're trying to change things, just like Damer. But it continues to have this bad reputation. So he's hoping that this foundation and also his initiatives begin to change that.
Last time I sang, the sun won't shine till we meet again. Be waiting all these stormy night, oh yeah, stormy night.
So you can see here people have houses, they're made of wood, and that's because they don't have permission or the ability to make it out of other materials. Once people leave these wooden houses, the police come and tear them down. And if police see people trying to build one, they'll tear them down before it's possible because they really want to move these people from the land. They don't have legal deeds. They're basically squatting, but they have a right to be here. And so it's a very complicated situation.
You kind of give me the sign, so.
See, look at this view. This would be perfect if you wanted a very expensive condo. But people are already here. You can't just kick them out.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on.
We're still going up. Damer has told me there's no water at the top, but there will be gaseosa, which is pop soda, depending on where you're from. I don't care what it is as long as it's wet, because it's, I think technically 30 degrees, but probably another 10 with the humidity.
Me feel right, I can't help that this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late.
Getting my workout, that's for sure.
You need to say let's do, babe. Don't need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing.
We found a store. I can't believe it. They only had 2 pops left. I got the orange. Damer got the grape. So lucky. I don't usually drink pop at all, but I will take it. It's wet. Okay, the best orange pop I've ever had. They also gave me a candy. So as we come up here, these kids that are playing are part of the foundation. So Damer actually, you know, gave them the ball, which looks like it's well worn. They need another one. Oh no, and they lost the ball. So this is Angie's house. She cooks meals for the kids in the community when she has time and money and gas to do it. It's also where if there's anything going on, it's organized. And then right over here, this is the little soccer field that they've organized for the kids. All of the kids come here and they try to provide activities and things to keep them interested, to keep them busy. They also teach them English. A lot of things that they're trying to do here for the next generation. Now here's a fun fact. Did you know 67% of people who watched my last video are not subscribed to this channel? So if you're enjoying my videos about food and travel, please subscribe because that's what I'm all about and I'll have plenty more for you. If you are a subscriber, please let me know, is this a tour that you'd like to take? This was an amazing tour of Cartagena, exactly what I love about travel. And what I love about capping it off with this visit is that you have the La Maria neighborhood, which still has this terrible reputation, and yet you've got people who've gone on, have had education, have jobs, are staying in the community, are making a difference, and they've said, okay, to the people above us who are less fortunate, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you help yourself. And so when you take one of these tours, you actually make a difference. And so Cartagena is pretty, it's lovely. Take your Instagram photos photos, but if you really want to see Cartagena, if you really want to see the people, this is where it's at. This is what I love about travel, just meeting people, trying new things, and like seeing how people really live. This is not my last trip here in Colombia. In fact, I'm taking another tour with Damer tomorrow. It's just outside the city, and I think it's going to be fantastic, so I hope you join me. Join my Patreon community for more behind the scenes and exclusive content you won't find elsewhere. You can also find me on Instagram, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All of these things make my day. Thank you so much for your support.